There are several excellent adventure games available for the Nintendo Switch. And in this video, I will show you the 10 new adventure games for Nintendo Switch to play in 2022. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Dismantle. A strange new old world greets you when you emerge from your sanctuary after all these years. A realm teeming with wicked and evil animals. A realm where no other human soul can be seen. Nature currently rules the globe. A world that is going to grow considerably worse. You must discover a method to leave the desolate island. But first, savor the bittersweet apocalypse. Next up we have Flat Kingdom Papers Cut Edition. The Flat Kingdom Papers Cut Edition is set in a lovely 2D world that is now threatened by 3D malice and mayhem. 6 enchanted gems were made by a knowledgeable sorcerer to keep the effects of the third dimension at bay, providing serenity and prosperity. However, one day, a wicked masked thief named Hex upset the equilibrium and brought chaos back. Next up we have Imp of the Sun. Imp of the Sun is a non-linear 2D action platformer that blends fast-paced fighting and exploration set in a gorgeous Peruvian-inspired landscape, from the dazzling peaks of the Andes to the dark Amazonian rainforests, and much more. You take on the role of Nin, an imp born from the sun's dying spark, who is sent on an adventure to battle the Four Keepers and restore the sun's power, so ending the eternal eclipse before the world is plunged into darkness. Next up we have Kraken Academy. Kraken Academy is not your average high school. The art department is overrun with ghosts. Cultists congregate beneath the monkey bars, and crocodiles are now devouring youngsters. Join forces with a mystical kraken to unearth the traitor, a wicked mastermind who may be anybody at the school. With each time loop, you'll grow closer to saving Kraken Academy. Next up we have Royal Frontier. The carts are loaded, and a party of excited settlers is ready to go. The trek, however, is fraught with peril. Many immigrants have died as a result of treacherous terrain, vicious bandits, and ancient creatures. As a result, they look to you for protection. Choose your group, travel across the map like a board game, and combat creatures. Next up we have Zombie Beyond Terror FPS Survival. Immerse yourself in the midst of a conflict between the living and the dead. Fight several variants of the Z virus on behalf of a still living civilization. The human species is on the verge of extinction. In a post-apocalyptic world enveloped in chaos and sickness, a group of survivors is attempting to survive. Next up we have Grand Mountain Adventure Wonderlands. Grand Mountain Adventure Wonderlands allows you to explore whole ski resorts and adjacent mountains at your own speed. Compete in tasks to unlock ski lifts and access new locations, or simply enjoy the landscape as you make your way down the mountains. Do you want to have a good time with your pals? Play in local multiplayer mode with up to 4 other people. You get to choose. Next up we have Time Loader. Time Loader is a story-driven, physics-based puzzle platformer with a twist. As the pilot of a little robot, you will travel back in time to avert a fatal disaster. Explore your creator's home, solve brain-teasing riddles, obtain unique and powerful upgrades, and perceive basic household things in a whole new light. Next up we have Aztech Forgotten Gods. The Cyberstone action-adventure Aztech Forgotten Gods follows Achli, a young lady who faces the enormous Forgotten Gods. To discover the truth behind her far-future Mesoamerican metropolis, she must use the god's strength against them as she flies across the city with power and elegance. The last game of this video is 35mm, a post-apocalyptic narrative about 2 travelers who go on a lengthy trek through the wasteland left by the epidemic survivors. The calamity wiped off a large portion of the world's people, the infrastructure failed, and everyday life was reduced to memories. The days of a person adapting to his surroundings are past, and he must now adapt to changes in order to exist. So that's the list of 10 new adventure games for Nintendo Switch that you can play in 2022. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Puff and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.